Shalom, shalom wa ahab, Mishpachah, shalom wa ahab. Peace and love, family, peace and love. I want to say shalom to the whole house of Yasharel, all 12 tribes scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, to wherever we've been driven to the lands of our captivity. And I also want to say shalom to the sojourners, the Gentiles, and the foreigners, and all those who give thanks, honor, and praises to the Elohim, or God of the Bible, and his only begotten Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, to whom many of you refer to as Christ. Hallelujah. Mishpachah, today I just want to share a little bit of insight with something that I've been studying in the oral tradition that I came across that seems pretty pertinent for the times that we are currently living in a time of spiritual warfare. And as you can see by the title of this video, I came across the Ibrit or Hebrew or Iberu word for the priest or the one that was anointed for war. And that word is a Meshuakh Milkhamah. And this literally means the one anointed for war. And we find in Deuteronomy chapter 20, verses 1 through 9, is giving us, how we should approach war or approach battle when we come into the lands of our enemies. And we are in the lands of our captivity right now. So we are not in our own land. So anybody out there telling you to pick up arms and go to war with the lands of your captivity is a full-blown fool. You understand? And you probably need to get away from that person as fast as you can. But we are in the midst of a spiritual warfare. And I feel like that battle should be approached the same way. You know what I'm saying? As it tells us in Deuteronomy chapter 20, verses 1 through 9, your spiritual warfare should be approached the same way. The spiritual warfare and the spiritual battle that we are in should be approached the same way. And many of us who are awakened within our family structures, because all of us have family, we are the Meshuakh Milkhamah of our family. We are the ones anointed for war. We are for the spiritual war. We are the ones who are here to warn our people of the battle to come and to let them know that once they enter that battle, once they enter that spiritual battle, once they have knowledge of who they are, why they are where they are, and where they are intended to be, and they accept that and they take on the yoke of the Torah and the Besorah or the gospel. You understand that, Mishpachah? There is no turning back. There is no retreat. You understand that, Mishpachah? And if those who don't have the stomach for the battle that is at hand, then they should not enter the battlefield. Because, in the Shoftim, which is one of the books in the Mishneh Torah, which is pretty much a dissertation or a work by Moses or Moshe Maimonides based on the oral tradition, pretty much. These books right here. Most people, a lot of brothers spend their money on cars, clothes, hoes, and sneakers. But we spend our money on books here in the Israelite nation. But in that book, when you study the Hilchot of the Melachim, the laws of the kings, it tells you that when you go out to battle, that when we went out to battle in the Ancient of Days, that there was big axe officers, big brothers standing in the back of every array of troops, of every platoon, of every army, they were there were men placed at the back with big axes. And once the battle began, these men had the permission to chop the legs off of people who tried to run from that battle, Mishpachah. You understand that, Mishpachah? See, so we're not out here chopping off people's legs like they did in the ancient days because we are not in physical war with our enemies. But we are in a spiritual battle with our enemies. And those who enter this battlefield, retreat is not an option. What the Besorah tell us that when somebody coming to, I believe it's the book of 2 Peter. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's in there. If you read the Bible as much as we do in the Israelite nation, it's in there. You know what I'm saying? But when it tells you that when you come into the truth, if you go back to your old ways, that's like a dog returning to its own to eat his own vomit. See what I'm saying? That's like what retreat would be if you come into this knowledge and come into this truth and then go back to your wicked, diabolical ways. You see what I'm saying? Or you go back to hustling the people the same way you did when you was in the Christian church. You see what I'm saying, Mishpachah? If you go back to those ways, it's like a dog returning to his own vomit. And retreat is not an option. You see what I'm saying, Mishpachah? So those of us who are out here warning our people of the battle at hand, and if you think it ain't no spiritual war going on against you, then what is all of the demonic frequencies coming out of modern day hip hop right now? They got our people out here reckless abandon. See what I'm saying? They are up under a frequency. They are up under a spell. They are victims of spiritual warfare being waged all over the place. You know what I'm saying? On all the movies, on all the platforms, and in the education system. There's a $1 billion industry set up to keep you from knowing who you are, why you are, where you are, and where you are intended to be. Why is so much being invested into controlling your mind? You see what I'm saying? Because there is a spiritual war being waged against you so that your blessing does not manifest itself physically. If they can keep you deaf, dumb, demonized, demoralized, you know what I mean, demonetized, you know, and every other D that you can think of. You understand that, Meshuakh? If they can keep you down spiritually, then they don't have to worry about your blessings manifesting itself physically. And that is the name of the game. And all of us out here who are in this truth and speaking this truth to our people, we are warning them and we are speaking to them, you know what I'm saying, prior to the battle that they are about to enter and that they have already entered. Because as Ephesians 6:12 tell us, we ain't wrestling against no flesh and blood. See what I'm saying? We wrestling against principalities. This is a spiritual war seeking that is attacking us in asymmetric ways, asymmetrical warfare all around us. And if nobody's out there telling you about this war that that is at your doorstep, that America is painting pictures right now. Now, right now, they painting a picture trying to turn the white Christian heterosexual male into the enemy of the state. You see what I'm saying? And when they're done painting that picture of the Christian folks, the next target just might be you. You understand that, Meshuakh? And everything that you saying and doing right now will be used against you. World star hip hop will be used against you. All of that foolishness and demonic and satanic behavior that's all over Facebook will be used against you, Meshuakh. And those who are in the awakening, who are out there committing all kinds of foolishness and serving their own egos versus serving the people, these things will be used against you because they are watching. And you are a fool if you thinking they ain't watching everything that each and every one of us is doing. You understand that? This is Satan trying to set up his system in order to imitate the Most High so that he can see all, be all, know all like the Most High, but he going to do it through technology. He going to do it through the digital age. You understand that, Meshuakh? And this is a spiritual war that we are in. So, blow the shofar and warn your people, because if you do not, then the blood is on your hands. And with that, Meshuakh, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And always remember to keep the fire burning. A little more oil in my lungs. Hallelujah, Meshuakh. Keep your eyes open, stay prepared so you don't have to get prepared. And remember that your redemption is near. Until we meet again, Meshuakh. Kumar Yasharel, Kam Yasha'Allah. Rise Yisrael. Shalom, Shalom, Salam, Meshuakh. Hallelujah.